In super middleweights, 10 rounds of action. Doug DeWitt and Lenny Lapaglia. Should be a test of both chins and stamina. Dave Bontempo takes a look back at the fights of our main event opponents.
Lenny Lapaglia brought a 6-fight win streak in against Stacy McSwain, but it was a tentative beginning for the Brigantine, New Jersey native. McSwain took advantage and pressed the early action. He got off to a good start on the cards. Lapaglia got warmed up before this one got away, though. His patented bodywork began to emerge in the middle round. Lapaglia clawed back into contention. He also displayed a new weapon in the jab. It gave him the range for a potent right hand that jolted McSwain. Lapaglia showed the ability to set up punches for the first time in the fight. Lapaglia brought his left hook out of hibernation in the 7th round. He staggered McSwain with his best punch of the fight, showing some of the power he's noted for. The battle went all the way to the end. Lapaglia and McSwain both fought like they needed the last round, and indeed they did, because based on the judges' cards, it was close. Lapaglia won the judges' hearts in a narrow decision. His opponent tonight, Doug DeWitt, did not go the distance as last time. DeWitt's furious style came to the fore right away. DeWitt has taken many opponents out with outbursts just like this in the beginning of the fight. His body work was prominent in the 3rd round. DeWitt thunder.
Not because he would win, but because he would not. It's over. Doug DeWitt is knocked out, and that is a shock.
For Quinones, a major upset. For DeWitt, a devastating setback as he went falling from the rating.
City, New Jersey. Let's get ready to rumble. This is the main event scheduled for 10 rounds in the middleweight division. The referee for this contest is Vinny Renoni. Introducing first in the red corner. He's wearing the black trunks with white trim and weighs 164 1/4 pounds from Yonkers, New York. He's one of the top-rated middleweights in the world today, ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 27-5-3, 17 KOs, introducing Doug Cobra DeWitt. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with white trim, he weighs an even 166 pounds from Melrose Park, Illinois. As a professional, 29-4, 26 of his 29 victories by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny the Rage Lapaglia.
10-round contest. You were given rules earlier. Pay attention to my warnings. Shake hands. Wait for the bell.
Doug DeWitt is ready. Likewise, Lenny Lapaglia.
Come on,
DeWitt trying to put that left hand to work early here. By DeWitt, as Dave mentioned in the feature leading into our main event, totally stunned in his last outing against Luis Quinones. Never even saw that right hand coming, and freely admitted it at the weigh-in today.
The left hook of Doug DeWitt, and boy, he's got a good one. Both of these guys are good body punchers. They both have good left hooks when they throw them. I think defensively, DeWitt is a better fighter, and that could be a key factor.
Well, Al, as I said at the top of our telecast tonight, both of these fighters at times have shown a propensity to, I suppose you would call it, lose one's cool during the course of a fight.
Well, and they're when Dave talked about them staying sharp mentally, that was important because they tend to fade out a little. This is what Doug DeWitt, I think, needed very much to do in this bout. Come out strong. Now, Lapaglia's counterpunching well off the ropes, but DeWitt needed to establish something. I haven't seen him do this in I would say, any fights. He did a little bit against Quinones, but in his last few fights, I haven't seen this.
DeWitt said last night that if he did not win this fight, if he couldn't beat a guy like Lenny Lapaglia, he was going to hang up his gloves. Never heard that from a fighter before, have you?
No, no. Once in a while. Lapaglia is landing off those ropes very effectively. You know, they both have good jabs, and in both cases, it's an underused punch. You know, this could shape up to be a very, very interesting and entertaining matchup, and the first round is indicating it.
Lapaglia coming into this fight off that July 7th thrilling victory over Stacy McSwain.
He rocked DeWitt with that right hand. You know what people wonder about after that last knockout loss, Doug DeWitt has always been known for a great chin, but of course he got nailed and knocked out in the last fight. What impact is that having, and will it have in this fight? Could he be hurt again?
Ali has backed Lapaglia up consistently here in round one.
When that first warning itch of athlete's foot strikes, you want to stop that itch in seconds. Not even the leading remedy says it can do that, but Absorbine Jr. can. Absorbine Jr. also kills athlete's foot fungus on contact. So when that first warning itch of athlete's foot strikes, why wait 24 hours for relief when Absorbine Jr. can stop that itch in seconds? Absorbine Jr. can do that. It really can.
This fight really began this morning as part of weigh-in wars. Lapaglia was 1 pound overweight, and Carmen Graziano, his trainer, then tried to be nice to Doug DeWitt and get him to agree not to force them to take the pound off. But DeWitt said a pound is a pound, made it happen. Lapaglia had to come back, take it off. There were bitter feelings as he stalked out of the room. It forced a fast start to this fight.
Well, bitter feelings, Dave, certainly the understatement. Lapaglia yelling all the way out of the auditorium this morning. Lapaglia came back in, sat down, chatted with us, and said in a very nonchalant manner, it won't matter anyhow, I'm going to knock him out.
I gave DeWitt the round by a very narrow margin. He pressed the attack. Lenny counterpunched very well, landed some big shots, but I thought Doug did a lot more punching. There's the jab of DeWitt. It's a very good one. Remember him against Mike Tinley when he won against Tinley here on ESPN. This one way back in 1984, and I'll tell you, that was such a superb performance by DeWitt as a boxer. I thought at that point he was ready to step up and be a middleweight contender.
And really he was, and
yeah, he was.
First loss to Robbie Sims, I think, really took a lot out of Doug DeWitt.
He was able to get it back on track a little bit and beat Charlie Boston in May of '86. He was then ranked, I think, 5th by the IBF, but then the 2 losses to McCrory and Tommy Hearns really set DeWitt back.
Well, DeWitt on the charge, and again here in round 2 has backed Lenny Lapaglia to the ropes.
If you are going to beat Lenny Lapaglia, I think you have to pressure him. You have to keep him on the defense. Don't let him set up to throw those bombs and make him fight every second of every round. That's what DeWitt's trying to do. Oh, they trade left hooks. I'll tell you, I'm not sure Lapaglia didn't get the better of that, but here comes Doug DeWitt again. Oh, left hook knocks Lapaglia sideways.
Lapaglia in big trouble here in round 2, and he comes off the ropes smoking.
Oh, my. Well, this is just what we thought it would be. The left hook is the most important punch in this fight for both men. It figured to be, and it is. They both have good ones. There's DeWitt.
Left hand. 1 minute remaining in round 2.
Look at the hand speed. Now that's when Doug DeWitt is good. He has great hand speed. Lapaglia trying to fight off the ropes and occasionally doing it well.
a night of fighting we have seen here on ESPN.
Yeah, I think this one is a good one. It really is. The DeWitt uppercut, very effective.
Doug DeWitt in the black trunks. Lenny Lapaglia in the crimson shorts. Final seconds of round 2.